of all, don't take me in a wrong way, but I would say I think you have a misunderstanding about your own spoken English. Because as far as my knowledge concerned about, since I started talking to you, I found you are such a great and impeccable speaker, undoubtedly. Second thing, if you are seeking for feedback, I really appreciate the level of courage you have in order to get feedback from others to improve your spoken English. It's really commendable. And I don't think so, like your English has any problem because you speak so well. And I really appreciate the level of grammar you have been using since we started talking on one-to-one conversation. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. What about you?
Yes, sir. I'm safe and sound, doing fantastic in my life. Thank you for your kind concern. I hope you are doing well as well.
Yeah, sure, definitely. And sir, we are meeting first time, so I would like to know about you first.
Yeah, sure. I would be more than happy to tell something about myself. So, my name is Shiv. I'm from northern part of India, and my state name is Uttarakhand. I'm a central government employee. Along with that, I am done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics, final year. And I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through online applications and with the help of my own YouTube channel. And of course, I'm a YouTuber. My YouTube channel name is English with Teacher Shiv. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
all from my side. If
Oh
anything else
wow.
you want to know, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, it sounds good. And really, I appreciate your work. That I think that you are very hard working. Like you have already completed two post graduation, still you are pursuing. So that's very good. And yes, sir. Now I would like to tell about
Yeah,
myself. Yeah. So as you know that I am
sure,
Anjana
please.
and I am connecting to you from UP, district Farrukhabad. I was born and brought up
Okay.
at Kanpur, but yeah, now I'm currently speaking to you from Farrukhabad. And if I talk about my qualifications, so I have done my post graduation in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love teaching, listening to music. Apart from that, I run a YouTube channel, and I'm very amiable person. I believe in hard work and consistency. That's it.
Wow, that's really a bombastic introduction from your side. I must say that the way you have introduced yourself is really commendable and phenomenal. I'm impressed. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thanks for your compliment. And sir, my first question is it that as far as I'm listening to you, so I'm very curious to know about you. That how did you learn English? Like you are from English medium school, or you have taken, spoken class. I mean, you have taken training of speaking. Please share your English journey.
Yeah, of course. The very first and foremost thing is that I have done my schooling from Hindi medium school. There was no subject like English in my school days, and
Okay.
I belongs to a very rural area family. Along
Hmm.
with that, when I started my journey of learning this language, I was zero. I mean to say, like I
Okay.
started my journey from scratches, from
Yeah.
very bottom, from deep.
Hmm. Hmm.
And you won't believe like the first application which I used to use before
Hmm.
when I joined one panel over there, and I was talking to a host. So host told me that the way you are speaking, you are the rapist of English language. I was
Hmm.
that much terrifying and horrible speaker at the time. But yes,
Okay. Yeah.
because of that criticism, I had decided, okay, fine, anyhow, at any cost, I have to learn this language. And from there, I started my journey of learning this language. I did practice a lot, day and night, and I work upon my weaknesses mostly because
Yeah.
As you know very well, the person who is not even having any environment of spoken English, and the person who had not any English subject in his school days, it's really difficult for him to learn this language, right? So
Okay.
this is something all about my journey. Now, if you want me to tell what are the steps which I have followed in order to become a proficient and eloquent speaker, so I would
Hmm.
love to tell that. Shall I?
Yeah, sure. I'm very curious to know your journey.
Okay, thank you. Um, Mostly I usually suggest these 10 steps, which I have been following since I started my journey of learning this language.
Mhm.
Step number first, we all are from India. We all are Indians, and English is not our native
Yes.
language. So
Yeah, sure.
while learning this language, if we are making any mistake, or we are stammering, fumbling, or stucking at any point, we shouldn't feel ashamed about it. We shouldn't expect the
Yeah.
same level of perfection as native speakers have. Now, rule number
Yes.
two is we need to find one powerful reason for ourselves why I'm learning this language. Let's
Yeah.
say, like, why? What made
Yeah.
you to get into this language, right? So
Yes.
it could be anything. For example, I want to become a teacher. I want to crack IELTS exam. I want to crack any government written examination or anything. But make
Hmm.
sure you have one powerful reason for yourself in order to master this language. Then only you would take your initiative. You'll put your all effort
Yes.
in order to get hold and command on this language. Practice makes a
Yes.
man perfect. Like you have to practice
Yeah.
consistently. It's not like that today you are practicing, tomorrow you are not. No, not like
Yeah. Yeah.
you have to practice on a daily basis. Not only practice, in fact, focused practice. You have to evaluate yourself, and
Yeah.
you need to find out your weakness, and there you need to work on.
Hmm.
Rule number six is love your mistakes. I
Yeah.
often notice people who are learning English, they
Hmm.
mostly bother about the mistake. They feel while speaking English, and I'll make any mistake. So people gonna laugh at me. They are going to make fun of me. They are going to criticize me. So
Definitely.
I would say you are here or you are learning English for yourself, not for anyone else.
Hmm.
So don't even afraid of making mistake. The more you are making mistake, the better you can learn from your mistake. Or mistakes could be your best teacher, which can tell you
Definitely.
the area of
Definitely.
weakness you have where you need to
Hmm.
work on.
Yeah.
Step
Definitely.
number seven is English speaking environment. I hope you remember
Yeah.
your childhood days, like how did you learn your mother tongue? We had listened to our parents, our
Hmm.
siblings, friends, and after listening to them carefully, I started imitating to them. And this is how
Yeah.
we have learned our native language. So this
Hmm.
the same rule goes with English. We have to talk with ourselves, with our siblings, parents, friends,
Hmm.
office mates, to whomsoever you can talk, try to speak in English. Moreover, try to create an English speaking environment around you. Like if you are
Yeah.
doing any work in your
Sure.
home, first
Hmm.
just think about it like I'm going to cook food in the kitchen.
Hmm.
And then you can
Hmm.
go there and then cook the food,
Hmm.
right? This will develop your content creation and think in English power, right?
Yeah.
Now, step number nine is, of course, LRWS. I hope you know about these four modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking.
Yes, sir.
We have to
Hmm.
give equal preference to all these four modules: listening
Hmm.
like podcast, web series, any kind of audiobooks, and you can listen to teachers and good speakers. From there, you have to acquire language. Reading means whatever you want to read, it's up to you, but make sure it should be in English. Reading will help you a lot in order to improve your pronunciation, new vocabularies, sentence formation, and you can accumulate the content which you are reading.
Yeah.
Writing, if you involve yourself into writing, you can improve your accuracy. At the same time, you can able to like you would able to use those vocabs that you have learned so far, right? And
Hmm.
last but not least, that is speaking, which we are doing right now, one-to-one
Yeah.
conversation. So the more we
Sure.
will speak, the better we would be open with each other, and we will feel comfortable with this language.
Yeah.
Now,
Definitely.
last but not least, that is English is just a language. It's not a rocket science that you have to be get afraid of it.
Yeah.
Just try to enjoy the process of learning, keep patience, work on your
Hmm.
flaws, and I'm damn sure sooner or later you are going to get impeccable and magical improvement in your spoken English. Yeah, I'm done. Over to
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
very good, sir. All the suggestions which are told by you, it's really very commendable and also beneficial for my all viewers. They will definitely learn a lot of things by listening to you. And I'm really thank you from bottom of my heart for sharing your incredible suggestions. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, sir. So as far
Yeah,
as
pleasure
I'm
is all
listening
mine.
to you,
Mhm.
so it sounds like you are not from India, like you are from foreign country because of your accent. So please, so I would like to know that how did you work on your accent, and yes, how did you get so uh, different accent?
Um, this could be a very complicated and arduous question for me because since I've started learning this language, I involved myself into English speaking environment where I
Hmm.
have listened a lot of native speakers, I've watched their videos, and I used to talk with native speakers around the world, and especially from United States and United Kingdom. There was an
Okay.
application there. I have talked a lot with native speakers. So
Oh,
as I was in my beginner phase, so I got influence of their accent on my spoken English. Though I haven't learned any accent in my entire life, neither American or nor British, but it's happened. When you talk with someone, you are being influenced by his way of speaking.
yeah.
So would I believe like I don't have any particular accent. This is my neutral accent, which I have developed for myself. But I
Mhm.
believe accent is not that much important as compared to your correct pronunciation. So whenever you
Yeah.
speak, make sure your pronunciation should be correct. Because if your
Yeah.
pronunciation is correct, anyone around the world can understand you in the same way as
Mhm.
you want to make them understand. So this is what
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. Sure. I agree with your all points. Sir, my question is next question is that how much time did you take to learn this language?
Um, you can say like I've been speaking English for the last 3.5 years.
Okay.
Not on a regular basis because being a government employee, it's
Hmm.
really a difficult task to find time for yourself in order to
Yeah.
practice with this language. But still, as I have shared with you that I'm using different online applications where I'm assisting and guiding to many
Okay.
aspirants of English who are really inquisitive and keen in order to step up their game in terms of this level. Those who are to take this level of English to the proficient level. So you can say I'm a regular speaker of this language and I'm trying to improve myself as well because
Hmm.
I talked to one of native speaker teachers. She told me
Okay.
if you want to improve more, all you need to do is just try to teach others.
Yeah.
I told her, ma'am, I'm not a teacher. How can I teach others as I'm also a beginner? So she told me, like, when you start teaching others, definitely you are going to get the real exposure of this language. Because in order
Hmm.
to teach someone, you have to learn something first yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
this is how
Sure.
you are going to excel and ace your knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in teaching, sir, because I'm not a very great teacher, but some students come at my coaching center and I take offline classes. So I have trust that if I
Wow.
teach something, yes, sir, so I can never forget all the things. Like if I am daily, I am learning,
True.
so it will be collection of all the things, and I will definitely forget soon. Yeah, and I believe that if I am getting something and
Exactly.
if I'm
Right.
sharing, so sharing is always a learning. You will never forget because always we revise all the
Yeah.
things, we repeat again and again with our students. That's why I'm running my YouTube channel, and
Yes.
whatever I learn I just share to my students, my daughter, and my viewers always, because I think that if you will hide
Yeah,
your knowledge, so
correct.
you will definitely forget all the things. Yeah. So
Yes, true. That's true. Yeah.
that now I want to ask question for myself, that please give me some tips for me, because I don't have good pronunciation. My pronunciation is very weak. So what the strategy I should follow according to you?
Um, First of all, don't take me in a wrong way, but I would say I think you have a misunderstanding about your own spoken English. Because as far as my knowledge concerned about, since I started talking to you, I found you are such a great and impeccable speaker, undoubtedly. Second thing, if you are seeking for feedback, I really appreciate the level of courage you have in order to get feedback from others to improve your spoken English. It's really commendable. And I don't think so, like your English has any problem because you speak so well. And I really appreciate the level of grammar you have been using since we started talking on one-to-one conversation. Last but not least, as you asked me that you want to improve your pronunciation, so
Yeah.
there are four steps that I would love to suggest, not to you, but also those who are really having some problem with the
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Sure, sir.
First of all, you have to choose only one accent. It could be
Mm,
anything: American,
mm,
British, Indian, Australian, Canadian, but make sure you have to be stick with that accent only.
mm.
Never ever try to mix two different accents while speaking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are going to make people bemused and perplexed. They are not
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
anything. They
Sure.
would be dumbfounded and dubious what exactly the person is speaking, right? So this is the
Mm,
first thing. And the accent which you have chosen, for example, in your case, if you have chosen Indian accent,
mm,
it's not like that when you are speaking English or you are pronouncing some of words, you pronounce every single word in a wrong way. No, there are some difficult vocabularies which are not acquainted with you. So you feel a bit complicated or complications in order to pronounce those words. So all you need to do is just try to make a list of all those words
mm.
which you often use in your day-to-day conversation. And you feel
Yeah.
that I always try to feel difficulty in order to pronounce this word. Once
Mm,
you are done with notes of those words, go to Google and drop that
yeah.
word, but make sure there are three accents in Google pronunciation. You have to choose
Mm,
your Indian accent and check how Google is pronouncing that word, right?
mm,
And you have to practice at least 5 to 6 times along with the pronunciation. Do remember that pronunciation. For example, if Chore, there's a word I often see people usually pronounce this word chore, home chore. Many
mm,
say core, home core.
mm.
You can check in Google. It's not chore, it's not
Sir,
core,
sorry to interrupt
it's
you. I
home
would like to
chore.
tell you.
CHAW.
Yes, sir. I would
Yes, ma'am,
sorry for
please.
interrupting you, but I would like to tell you. You know, sir, earlier I used to pronounce it household source. But one day someone told me that don't pronounce like this. This is household
Hmm.
chores, and I don't know what is correct now. I would like to know from you that what is correct pronunciation. Yeah. So now go ahead.
Okay, fine. Sure, I'll tell you. Um, CHORE, home chore is not a chore, it's not a goal, it's not a store, but it is home chore. Chore. There's no R sound at all.
Home,
CHAW, chore, chore, home chore, chore,
home chore.
chore. Yeah,
It's
CHAW.
really
That's the
difficult
sound.
for
You can
me.
check in Google as
It's
well.
really difficult for me. You know, I always
No,
suffered
no.
a lot whenever I pronounce words.
If you
I don't have belief in myself. You know, whenever I'm going to learn any new special, any new thing, any new word, I always think that I can't pronounce it. Really. So yes, I would like to pronounce. Yeah, how
it's okay.
household chores.
Yeah, go ahead.
Household chores. What?
Not there is no R, there is no R sound, just cho. CHAW. Just pronounce this word. CHAW. Home cho. Cho.
Home
Go ahead.
chore. Home chores.
Yes, perfection. Wow, you did it.
Okay, but we
You did
can
it
get
correctly.
good command over this pronunciation while repeating again and again. As much as we repeat
True.
these all words, yeah, that is how we can get good command. There is no shortcut option.
That's what I'm saying now, Sanjana. Like you have Anjana, sorry. You have to make a list of those words which you feel difficult
Yeah.
to pronounce. For example, simultaneously, magnanimous, pulchritudinous, hallucination, collaboration. There are so many other
Hmm.
words that people usually mispronounce. For example,
Yeah, sir.
people usually say development, but that's not
Uh,
development. It is development.
de-
Development. So there are so many
development.
words. So that's the first thing you have to do. Exactly. Development. You have to roll your tongue a bit and
Development.
then you have to pronounce the sound. Right.
Okay, okay.
Fourth rule is very simple. To listen native speakers, English
Hmm.
teachers, proficient
Hmm.
speakers, anyone
Hmm.
to whom you consider his pronunciation is really great. It's really
Hmm.
awesome. Try to listen him very carefully and observe what exactly
Yeah.
he is pronouncing. Okay, he
Hmm.
was pronouncing accommodation. I'll pronounce in the same way. Okay, he is pronouncing augmentation. I'll pronounce in the
Hmm.
same way. Right? Because
Yeah.
uh, we human beings have some different patterns
Hmm.
of learning and acquiring knowledge.
Yeah.
Many of us learn things by watching, like visuals. Many of us learn things by listening, audio. Many of
Yeah.
us learn by writing. Some of
Hmm.
us learn by reading. It depends. So you have to find your
Hmm.
best pattern, and then you can start learning all these things. Yeah, I'm done. Over to you. Sorry for taking too much time.
No, sir. I'm listening to you carefully, and I think it's a really lucky day for me that I got you, and I have got so incredible information by you. So thank you from bottom of my heart for joining me, for sending me messages, and sharing your all, greatest strategy. So it would be really beneficial not only for mine but for my all viewers. And I appreciate your work, and I appreciate your hard work, because I know very well that if you are not surrounded with English environment, then it's very typical, it's very challenging to learn, any other language, because English is not our mother tongue. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have get good command over this language, sir.
exactly.
So I wish for you that may you get success day by day, and may you get um, great subscriber for your channel. So I wish for you, and I think it's enough for today, sir.
Yes, it's enough, and I'm really thankful and honored. The words we have used for my gratitude, I will take it as a compliment, and I'm being fascinated by the way you have like used your all the tactics in order to appreciate my work. Still, I need to work more. That's the another thing,
Yeah,
but I would say yes when you start your journey to learn something, if you have strong determination, dedication, passion, enthusiasm, a burning desire, you have a
yeah,
spark in your soul that can trigger you all the time in order to become an impeccable and eloquent speaker. There's no such power in this whole world who can stop you in order to become a
sure.
very good speaker of English. Like, so I would
Yeah,
suggest like to keep practicing while practicing, just understand your flaws,
yeah,
then start work on those flaws, and make sure that you are visualizing and checking your own improvement, right? Because
yeah,
validation is
sure.
also important. At
Mhm.
the end of the day, you would find that you are going to speak English like a professional and fluent speaker, undoubtedly. And that's how you can set example for all other beginners who have been struggling a lot in order to master this language.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, sir. It was really wonderful conversation with you, and I hope that we will meet again. Yeah.